Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Georg Pribil. I'm a junior developer at ByteSource. And today I'll talk a bit about Bamboo and Stash and continuous delivery, and basically making a developer's life easier one branch at a time. So for all of you, just raise your hand if you do not know what either Git or Subversion or Jenkins is, so I have a basic overview. Brilliant, so everyone knows what those are. Brilliant. Saves me a lot of time. Right, this isn't working. So yeah, just a short overview. I'll really quickly go through why you would use Stash and Bamboo on themselves. Then I'll show you a live demo of what makes them great together, and then we'll have some short time for Q&A. Yeah, why would you use Stash? Basically, Stash is enterprise Git repository hosting on your own server. What that means, if anyone has used GitHub before, you all know that this is on their server. The problem behind this is you can't host your code for banks, for example, because, well, you should keep your code with you and not have other companies look at your code. This is why Stash is really cool, because it's on your server, only you have the permissions to look at it, and you can really fine-tune your permissions right there. Yeah, of course you have your LDAP and your access directory, user directory support, and you have, as always with Atlassian, you have your add-ons and your JIRA integration. Going on to Bamboo, why would you use Bamboo? Well, it's basically Atlassian's version of Jenkins, which doesn't say too much right now. The things it does different to Jenkins though, it's that of course you have more plugins and a better integration to JIRA, which is standard, but you can also build, or you can also run tasks parallelly, which means, well, if you have two things that test, say unit test and integration test, you can run those in parallel, which will save you quite some time. And you can also run your tests on each branch, which Jenkins can't really do. You have your master branch, and there you'll run your tests. Bamboo can do it for every branch fully automatically. Yeah. Just a short development pipeline right here. This is basically what makes them great together. You have your team right here, which is committing code into version control. Then continuous integration will run through it. It will test it. It will build it. It will make a program out of it that at the end of the day should work on most machines. And you, of course, have your quality gates and your approval. Those, most of the time, are run manually. Quality gates maybe not, but approval most of the time. And every time this thing runs, some feedback goes back to the team. With Stash and Git, the feedback is really intense and quite a lot, so you have a very good overview. With just Git and Jenkins, for example, you are using a very, very basic summary of your feedback, which can lead to more problems looking it up. So yeah. And now I'll go, hopefully, to my live presentation. Nope, that's not it. Where's it? If Chrome would like me now, this would be really great. Yeah, going to JIRA. This is it, wonderful. This, I guess, everyone knows, right? It's your company's JIRA, everyone knows that. Now going back to Teams in Space, we just saw that David, back there, has made an issue to do. You may have not seen this yet, but here's a development tab. Is this visible for everyone? If not, I can zoom in some more. Yeah, you have your development tab right here, which is currently a bit lonely because it doesn't show you too much, and it would like to show you more, but there's nothing in there. So we'll do it a favor and create a branch. Click the wonderful link right here, and don't leave me hanging now, please. Yeah, thank you. Now Stash comes up. Well, that's brilliant. I didn't actually want to go to Stash. Why is Stash now here? Well, because of the integration, of course. So now Stash did realize, all right, you want to create a new branch. Well, I have multiple repositories for this project that you've given me. So I guess you want to do it in the Apollo UI repository. And it's correct, I actually wanted to do that right there. It also gets the feature branch correctly because it's a user story and it's a new feature. Brilliant, less for me to do. Branch usually from master because that's your newest stable code base. And then it also gives me the branch name, which actually has your JIRA issue key in there. Quite important, I'll show you why in a second. Now click the wonderful create branch button, and there we go, we have created ourselves a branch. Back to JIRA, hooray. Back to the project, and wait a minute, where is it gone? Oh, there it is, it's suddenly in progress. Wait, what? Right, it's in progress. I didn't even do anything. That's brilliant. So yeah, saved me about 10 seconds of going into JIRA, logging in, moving it from to do to in progress. Every single time for every single issue. Think about this, in a developer's year, it's about 1,200 issues he does. This will get annoying, seriously. So yeah, we have a branch right now, and of course a branch without a commit isn't really a branch because there's no work done. So yeah, I'll just clone this really quickly. Fire myself up a terminal, but it still works. Yeah, now I need to enter the password. And I mistyped, brilliant. I'm sorry.
Can you increase the font size?
Yeah, just give me a second. So yeah, now it's cloning. How do I increase the font size in my thing again? Good. So as you can see, I just cloned myself the repository right here. It will also, I'll also just check out the branch right now. Git check out 127. Sorry, minus B, of course, because we want a new branch. And it should follow this branch right here. Sorry. Of course, I have to go into the repository first before I can do that. Good. So now I am on this branch, which Stash has created for me, and what's hindering me to work now? Basically nothing. I can just start coding. So let's do just that. I'll just open README because that's the easiest way to do some changes right here. Had a comment which says hi there. Nothing new, nothing too brilliant. Commit my change. Again, issue key is very important, or else JIRA won't know that it's there. My branch is not up. What? Oh yeah, sorry, git add. Comes first. Committed. Copy this command. Da-da-da. And it's pushed. Brilliant. Work's done. Back to JIRA. Back to the project we go. Well, it's still in progress. Well, of course it's still in progress because I've only committed. So we have our branch in Stash, and we'll create a pull request. Just add some basic description right here, change README. And add some reviewers, which will be, this is really cool by the way, because then the reviewers, when I add some people in there, they'll get emails. So I don't have to go around the office or start spamming people. Stash will do it for me. Mitch Davis, create, and here's my pull request. And I'll just steal this tab from David. And it's suddenly in review, because the pull request has just been created. What else do you see? Well, there's a build. Bamboo has realized, well, I've done some changes on this branch. Hey, I can actually test these changes now. Work has been done. What the developer would like me to do, I guess, this is from Bamboo's view, to actually test these changes he's made, so he knows if everything's stable or not. As you will see here, well, the build is stable, and it's passed in just under 20 seconds, which is brilliant. We can also see this right here. You have your builds here as well. This is Stash and Bamboo integrated very nicely together. You can also click that here. Yeah, back to my pull request. So now, as the wonderful and helpful developer that I am, I'll actually take some work off of Mitch Davis right now and just say, well, there's not really been a lot of stuff going on, but for safety reasons, I'll still check the difference. Right, there's a comment. I'll just comment on this. This is another thing that Stash does for you. You can add a comment. This isn't useful because it really isn't. But still, well, some work has been done on it, and I'll just merge it. It actually tells you, or it guesses which branch you want to merge it into, because you've branched away from the branch. Lots of branches right there. So yeah, it will go back into master. Click merge. Seconds later, everything's done. And the issue is done now. And if you give me just one more minute, or half a minute, it won't take too long, at least I hope, Bamboo will kick in and have another build ready for us. Again, this takes some time, I'm sorry, I can't really skip this right now because the pull request has just been merged. But what we'll do actually, I'll just go into Apollo UI, go to the master branch. There. You see, well, I'm using David's laptop right now, so it will say that he has made the changes. And administrator has merged the pull request, so there have been changes made by me and administrator. Again, the bill has been passed, it's 3 seconds ago, and 46 tests have passed. But that's not all. Not yet, at least. This is really cool. Sorry, if my mouse would cooperate with me. It's already deployed to QA within no time. Everything a developer needs to do in deploying, in code testing, in spamming other people so your code gets reviewed, everything Stash and Bamboo and JIRA in that case will do for you. So yeah, I'm just under 2 minutes now. Are there any questions from you? No. All right then. Yeah.
Can I deploy in different environments?
Yeah, of course. You can have multiple environments and you can deploy in whatever environment you want to. Fully automatically, no need to do anything manually actually. Anyone else? Yes, please.
So this is working only with the new validators from JIRA 6.4.
Sorry, again?
This is working only with the new validators in the workforce, right?
I believe the triggers have been added in 6.4, so yes. Anyone? Yeah.
Does this also work with subtasks?
It also works with subtasks, yeah. We've had it in our own project that we had in ByteSource. We've done this with subtasks just as well as with normal tasks.